Welcome back to Central News. I'm Janelle Burnside. Now, winter is here. The temperatures are dropping. We're starting to get runny noses. We're starting to get sick. We're covering up a lot more because it is cold. But what can we do to make ourselves feel better and eat better this winter? Well, joining me now is Jaine Kirtley from Bay Naturopath. Welcome to the show, Jaine.
Thank you.
Now, I mean, the temperatures are dropping and we're seeming to cover up a little bit more. But what can we consume that is going to make us a little bit healthier?
Well, you really need to eat as well as you possibly can. So big things, those vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh veggies. Better if they're raw because you actually keep a lot of the nutrient content. So things like the vitamin C, which is very important, is destroyed if it's at high temperatures that you cook. So it's better to have that raw. You can also make up soups, and the protein is important to include to keep your immune system boosted. And also the right sort of fats, good quality fats, always really important as well. Yeah,
especially over winter time. I know soups. I mean, everyone's got a homemade soup recipe that they swear by. What about heating up vegetables and that? I mean, it is destroying a little bit.
It is destroying some of the nutrients, but look, you're still getting those vegetables in, and it's still well worth doing. So what you can do, if you sort of don't really want a whole salad, you maybe have part of a hot dish and then just a little bit of a raw salad on the side. Just include that a little bit during the winter, but definitely go for those vegetable soups too, because it's a great way of getting those veggies in and just keeps the body warm. The whole temperature is very important.
Definitely. Interesting you say salad over winter time. You know, it's not something I'm used to.
No, we don't always think of it, but it's fine to have. You've got the main dish is your protein part is very hot, then it's fine to eat that salad. It doesn't cool you down too much. And you can have a lot of cabbage and carrots, so they're more the wintry sort of vegetables in there, root vegetables, which will be very, very helpful.
Yeah. How many nutrients do we need over the winter time? Is it a higher level than over the summertime?
It's a higher level in some respects because we're more prone to getting all those bugs. There's more of them about. So, but the unfortunate thing is people tend to eat less nutrient-rich diet. They tend to go less for the vegetables and less for the fresh foods, but we still need to get that in. Also, people tend to do a lot less exercise, and that's a problem in the winter. It's just to snug up and don't move. But in fact, the more you exercise, get out for that walk, wrap up well, get out for a walk, and the whole circulation will help your immune system. The lymphatic circulation, which is part of our circulation, not the blood supply, but it actually helps our immunity and goes throughout the body. Hasn't got a heart to pump it, so we need to move. And every time we move, we'll actually be moving the lymph around, boosting our immunity. The other great thing about getting out for a walk is that you get the sunshine.
The vitamin D.
Vitamin D,
it's
absolutely.
Very important.
Vitamin D converted on our skin, so try and sort of roll your shirts up a little bit when you're out, even if your neck might be well covered, and get a bit of vitamin D to your skin, and that will help your immunity too. Yeah, and it makes you feel good.
That's something that the body can't actually store, is that right? Vitamin D?
It stores some of it, but we just need a constant supply. Yeah.
Keep topping it up
all the time. Yes, yeah.
What do you say about supplements? You know, people who gain nutrients from supplements. Is this a good idea?
It can be a very good idea, but always be careful about what supplements you're taking and the quantities that you're taking. If you're not sure, do ask advice from a naturopath. The brand I use for my patients is the entire Katoa brand, which is a food state brand, which has a very low level of nutrients, but are easily absorbed into the body. So they're a safe one to take, the food state type. But otherwise, if you're taking supplements or not, really just keep looking to your diet, make sure that's the absolute best you can make it, because you don't want to just be relying on supplements. That's definitely the wrong way to go.
Yeah, definitely. People that are coming in to see you, in your experience, are they getting more so interested in what they're eating and not going towards the supplements?
I think both. Both they're appreciating where their diet might not meet their nutrient needs, especially if they've had prolonged sickness, if their immunity has been low over a long period of time for whatever reason. They might need that boost. There might be a specific nutrient that's hard for their body to absorb. But I always emphasise to, you've just got to get back to the diet and eat well, whatever you take.
People notice a difference straight away once they've sort of taken your advice and start eating?
Definitely. They really find their health sort of taking that boost, turning the corner and feeling just generally happier and brighter themselves. Of course, you're feeling happier and brighter, you feel more like going out for a walk or taking that extra bit of trouble to make yourself a really good meal. Yeah.
Especially over winter time when it's so cold and you just want to tuck up with a hot chocolate, don't you?
And that's right, that's right. But you can tuck up with a hot herbal tea as well, and with a hot homemade soup. Have that in a cup. That's fine. You know, it's quite good to make use of the freezer. If you've got a freezer, it might not be the absolute ideal nutritionally, but look, if you've gone to the trouble of making your wonderful vegetable soup with a bit of protein in there, then you sort of take some little sandwich bags, put little individual portions in those, pop it in the freezer. Then when you sort of think, oh, I just want something to warm me up, you can take that sandwich bag out and that defrosts very quickly, and that's your nice, warming, nutritious soup.
Very quick and easy. Thank you so much, Jane, for coming on today.
Okay, you're welcome.
Jaine Kirtley there, Bay Naturopath, taking a look at how you can get nutrients into your winter diet and make you feel all good this winter. Scare away those winter blues. Right, coming up after the break, we're talking to a 25-year-old who is doing everything he can to challenge those perceptions of the intellectually disabled.